let me try that again with the microphone on. I'm sorry. This is the rundown. Welcome back to T3 Media Studios. Today we're going to talk about Logan Paul. We're going to talk about the new director of the Wrecking Crew, which is the director of Beetle. He has Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa joining him on that new project, and we're going to talk about the Ahsoka series among other things. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with me lately about forgetting to turn that damn microphone on. I'm so worried about whether or not everything is working properly that for some reason, this whole week, I've been just fumbling the ball. Fumbling the bag, I guess, is the best way to put it, with getting that mic turned on when it's supposed to be, man. So I humble myself before you, and I beg your forgiveness as I stall to get all my links and everything working as well. Where are we at? This is Tuesday. So I'm going to make this a quick, hopefully it won't, it should be under 30 minutes. I'm going to go as fast as I have to go a little bit fast this time because, like I said, during the week, I got to pick the kids up, and I already started the show a little late. So hopefully everything goes as smooth as possible without any problems. If you guys are joining us live, hit the like button. Let me know what you guys think about the things that we're going to talk about. Share your thoughts, your concerns. We're going to go over them at the end of the show. Let's see. Let me see, because I'm such a damn goober about stuff like this. Let me see what I got. Okay, so this is what I meant to say when the mic was off. Welcome back to T3 Media Studios. This is the rundown where day to day we cover the headlines, trending topics, entertainment news, and reviews by fans for fans. I'm your host, Chris Fagan, and now let's get in. There we go. There's your clip. There you go. Let's get into it. So join me in the chat if you guys are there. Hopefully that it's working. I think I got everything working, but if you don't catch us live, if you're catching this after this episode, just comment in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. I monitor it all, and I'll give you a comment back. I'll shout you out, and if you like it, I love it. All right, with that out the way, let's get into it. As you guys know, let me get this thing working. We cut the show up into the headlines, the latest headlines, entertainment news, like I said, trending topics, things like that. Then we talk about what's going on TV, any reviews that I have. I only have one thing to talk about. I just saw Billion, so I'm going to be talking about that. And then, like I said, in the third part of the show, we'll go over your comments if you guys are out there. Hopefully I'm streaming live like I wasn't yesterday. But if you want to send in a topic, you can do that by commenting us, like I said before, or you can also call us into our hotline, 281-406-1993. Leave a voicemail there with any runs down that you want us to do, any headlines that you want us to cover, theories, comments, concerns, all that stuff. Become a channel member if you want to chat with me live during the Rundown After Dark episodes. And we'll holler at you there as well. Don't forget, we're also available on podcast form. So if you want to hear my voice but don't want to see my big old head, then check us out on your favorite podcasts out there. Look for the rundown. Look for T3 Media Studios. Ooh, I just realized something. Look for T3 Medias or look for the rundown. You should find it. You should see that big old. You should see that right there. All right, first topic of the day. So, the Wrecking Crew director has just been discovered. Let me get my notes back up before I mess up. Here we go. First topic of the day is Dune's Duncan, Idaho, and Glossu Rabban, if I'm saying that correctly, also known as Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista, will be reuniting. This headline comes to us from Deadline. Dave Bautista, Jason Momoa, Blue Beetles, Helmer, Angel, Manuel, Soto is teaming for MGM's buddy comedy, The Wrecking Crew. All right. Let's see if let me get back into the mix here. I got to admit, I haven't even seen Dune. I've always wanted to see these two together, so I don't even know if these dudes had any scenes together. I have yet to see Dune. I need to watch that. I know I got to catch it because I want to see Dune too. I need to catch up to it. It just, with the whole thing with HBO Max and everything that was going on, I never caught up to Dune. So I was going to do a first time watching, but I've always wanted to see them in a movie together. So let me know without spoiling anything, please, that they have any interaction with each other in Dune. Because I've always wanted these two to be in a movie together. I was like, man, this is going to be the first time that Drax and Aquaman are in a movie together. And then I looked it up, like, they were in Dune. Look at this picture right here, man. This should tell me exactly, if this is a buddy comedy kind of a thing, this picture should be exactly what the movie's about. Like, Bautista is playing I guess what they call it, the straight man, the guy that's taking everything seriously. And then I want Momoa to be exactly how he was in Fast X. So I'm looking forward to that. The question is, how well will it do? I mean, so actors usually get their gigs, and I guess directors too. Usually they try to book the next job before the current project comes out. So speaking about how well the movie Blue Beetle is doing, are you concerned? Are you concerned about this? The Wrecking Crew, I believe, is a remake of a previous IP. So is this the guy? I heard that Blue Beetle was funny. I haven't watched it yet. I heard that people who've seen it enjoyed it. So is this the guy that should helm and to lead this project? Let's go to. Let me see if I have it up. I do not. Let me pull it up real quick here. Sorry about this. Let me get this up. Running out of time. Chris, come on. Chris, quit stalling. But guys, if you're listening on the podcast, I'm looking for the headline here. There we go. We got it here. Let me make sure that I got it squeezed in. Can you guys see that? Let me go up here. Yeah, you guys can see it. All right. Hopefully I got it in there right. That's what she said. Let's see. We went over the headline. Let's see. Dave Bautista and Momoa were both in talks for the film scripted by Warrior creator Jonathan Troper. Long before the SAG-AFTRA strike, Troper's deal was negotiated and closed, and his script submitted prior to the WGA strike began in early May. Plot details are under wraps for now, but Bautista and Momoa sold the pitch to MGM following a four-biter battle in the fall of 2021. As we were first to report, Jeffrey Fearson, Momoa's collaborator on the Netflix/Discovery Canadian series Frontier, will produce. Bautista has been seen this year in M. Night Shyamalan's Knock at the Cabin. That was a good movie. As well as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, another good movie, which brought his time in the MCU Drax the Destroyer to a close. Also part of the ensemble of Brittany Snow's directorial debut, Parachute, which premiered in SX. So this So this says that so it's not the Blue Beetle director. So is this Brittany Snow directorial debut? The actor also appeared in Dune Part 2, or was that for the other project? Anyway, I'm sorry. Momoa played the villain Dante in Fast and the Furious. Next will be seen in Warner Brothers' long-awaited sequel, Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom, which surfaces on December 20th. That might not hold. That movie might get pushed because of all the issues and the reports that it's not that great. So don't hold your breath on that December date. His other upcoming projects include Apple TV's historical drama series Chief of War, Warner Brothers' Minecraft and Legendary's hybrid live-action animated features, Animated Friends. Soto's most recently, so he is the director, recently held Blue Beetle, the first DC pick fronted by a Latino superhero, which opened this past weekend. Others notable recent projects from the filmmaker include 2 for Max, the docuseries Menudo, Forever Young, and drama Charm City Kings. Today, the Wrecking Crew news was first reported by The Wrap. Okay. Look, I can't call it because I haven't seen any of those projects. I still haven't seen Blue Beetle yet. I will watch it. I just don't know how I feel about it. So I'll leave that up to you guys. If you guys are watching in the comment section, let me know what you think about this news. Are you excited? Are you looking forward to this the Wrecking Crew? Do you know much about the Wrecking Crew? I don't think I've ever seen. I think it was a series from back in the day. But this buddy cop stuff, man, I love a good comedy. I love a good comedy about that. And I have to ask my wife about that as well, what she thinks about that. So let me know what you guys think about it. Put in your thoughts below, and let's talk about it maybe on an upcoming week. Got your mail. Moving on to the second topic of the day, if I can get this stuff working. Okay. So, wait. is it Ahsoka that we're talking about? Yeah, okay, yeah. Ahsoka premieres tonight. And I was thinking about doing a first time watching or kind of a thing or live coverage of it, but then I was like, you know what? No, I thought about it. I'll just cover it after the fact. I'll do an after show on Ahsoka. But so Ahsoka episode 1 and 2 is premiering tonight on Disney Plus at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 Central, 6 Pacific. Taking on a more HBO approach instead of a Netflix midnight dump. So this headline comes from The Hollywood Reporter. And let me see if I can pull it up here. This headline comes from The Hollywood Reporter. This is what you need to know to remember about Ahsoka before the premiere. Let's go here. Let's see what we got. Let's go to it. Uh-oh. No, that's not it. Those are my notes. I'm supposed to see behind the curtain. No, I'm sorry. I changed it. I'm sorry. I switched it up from The Hollywood Reporter, and I switched to Collider. My bad. This is what you need to know. Remember about Ahsoka before the premiere. And let's see if it's working here properly. Here we go. So Ahsoka. Okay, number 1. Ahsoka Tano's journey from a young and overzealous Padawan to a mature and independent Jedi. Some people would say gray Jedi, but no. Frank said don't do that. Has been depicted in various Star Wars mediums, including the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebel. She initially had a rocky start with Anakin Skywalker, but eventually formed a close bond with him and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ahsoka's departure from the Jedi Order and her later appearance in Star Wars Rebel and The Mandalorian solidified her importance in the Star Wars saga. Ahsoka started off on the wrong foot. Let's see. I don't have time to go over the whole thing. Ahsoka's departure from the Jedi Order is one of the most tragic Star Wars moments. That was true. I remember Ahsoka wasn't very well liked when I first was introduced to the character, and I saw that god awful Clone Wars movie. It was so much trash. But after watching the series, she became my favorite Jedi. Ahsoka is my favorite Jedi, hands down. I'm sorry, I love Luke. I love them all. I love all the other Jedis and Sith out there. But between the Sith and Darth Maul for a minute was my boy, but Ahsoka is my favorite Jedi of all time. I even read the damn book. I even recommend reading that book. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me go to my Audible. Because I know there's an Ahsoka book. Let me see. Ahsoka. Yeah. Star Wars Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston. Read that. Oh, man. If you really want to dive, if the person I envision when I'm seeing the trailers to this upcoming series, that's from that. When I listen to that book, now I can only see Rosario Dawson now after seeing what she did in Mandalorian and whatnot and seeing her in live action. That's who I see now. Rosario Dawson, one of my favorite actresses of all time, hands down, looks perfect. And I will be covering it after. I'm going to do an after show. I am so glad they're not dumping it at midnight. Do you think that's a good move? You think that was good of them? Like I said, they're taking more of the HBO approach instead of the Netflix, dump at midnight approach. I like the fact that they're doing that. It just feels better that it's coming to us at 8 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, depending on where you are, 6, 7 o'clock. So we can all, enjoy it, talk about it and stuff, because a lot of people who will stay up late to watch it at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, a lot of people won't. So then the people who watched it at 2 in the morning or at midnight are like, oh, did you see it? And you can't even talk about it really with your friends because they're like, I didn't catch it yet. But being at a decent time right before you get out of it's prime time. It's that's old school sitcom kind of thing. That's the way you do it. I'm looking forward to the cast. My boy right there in this image. I can't wait to see his performance. Can't wait to see Sabine. Does she have force powers? I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to Ahsoka tonight on Disney Plus? The greatest Jedi of all time. All time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and then maybe we'll talk about it later on or on an upcoming episode, or we got you out, or I'll check you out. I'll hit you up in the comment section. Just let me know what you guys think. All right. Moving on. Let me see if I can get this thing working here. This thing, what's wrong with this thing? Let's go to the main topic of the day. Logan Paul. Logan Paul. Let me see if I can get this thing up and going so I don't actually have you guys peeking behind the curtain anymore. Logan Paul in the news again. This is what he said. For some reason, Logan Paul can still find ways to become the topic of conversation. Now, his views on movies has become a trending issue. This headline is coming in from US Weekly. It says Logan Paul admits he walked out of Oppenheimer because nothing happened. Nothing happened. He said this. He said this. Now, this is the guy who, right here, I'm glad this picture popped right up. Remember when he was trending last time he insulted Japan? It's like my question is this, dude, do you just have an affinity? Did you just have a thing where you just subconsciously like to just say stuff that will like cause controversy that's linked to Japan? Like, what is I remember, what was that thing that he did? He went to Japan and went to these woods where people are known to, unalive themselves. And I think that, it might have been a picture right there where he actually showed a body and whatnot. And he was pretty much damn near canceled then. I don't know. The boy survived it. He came through on the other side. Then, now he's on his prime WWE path. I'm like, okay. Hey, let me tell you this: as a podcaster and an influencer, he's one hell of a WWE superstar. I'll give him that. I don't follow him on all that other nonsense. I don't follow him on all that stuff. Y'all know how I feel about shock jocks. Is he really a shock jock? Yeah, he is. After that crap that he pulled in Japan, yeah. Here's my opinion on it. First, let me read a little bit more. Let me go to US Weekly before I rant on and give my opinion about it. All right, so peeking behind the curtain again by accident. This comes in from US Weekly. Let's see. I walked out of Oppenheimer, Paul 28 said during the latest episode of Impulsive podcast. I don't know what they were trying to do. What are you doing? Everyone's just talking. It's just an hour and a half, 90 minutes of talking. Just talking. It's called dialogue. You're literally, while he's talking, he's just talking. That's what your fucking podcast is. That's what this show is. Just talking. Just talking. Paul, who was discussing the film with guests Danny and Michelle Filippo, the Australian filmmaker's brother behind A24, talked to me, explained that he felt the moment of the film slog and was too dialogue driven. It's all explosions, he added. Nothing happened. It's all explosion. It's all just about that one explosion, I guess what he meant. But nothing happened. Other than that, nothing happened. Paul later shared that the World War II centered topic, which follows J. Robert Oppenheimer's work on the top secret Manhattan Project, isn't the first Nolan film he struggled to get through. So maybe it's just a Nolan thing. 2024 Interstellar was also a letdown before he ultimately changed his mind. But he changed his mind. So watch. Maybe I'll change my mind again on that. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. I'm like saying, am I connecting too many dots? Linking like what he did back in the day to Japan and to this with. I'm not Japanese. I don't even know if that's even a connection that I should be making. But it's kind of odd But that was more explained right there in that article that, maybe he just doesn't like Christopher Nolan all that much. It's boring. It just walks out. That's all they did was talk. I mean, if you want to make it a big deal based on that connection that I was trying to make, maybe it is a big deal on that. Maybe you should just leave the film criticisms to the critics, right? But here's my opinion on it. Ultimately, why is this even news? He didn't like the movie. He's not a film critic. It's just the guy who went to the movie didn't like it. Newsflash: not everybody liked Oppenheimer. I mean, there was a lot of people who went to see Barbie instead. I Barbenheimered. I watched Oppenheimer first, then Barbie same day. I was a part of it. I had my pink shirt on and everything. I did the damn thing. Can I see his point? Yeah. Is he the guy to be saying stuff like that? If he was trying to be a shock jock, I guess so. But knowing what the subject matter was about, I mean, I guess you're not a student of history, especially your own history, Mr. Paul, because after this moment right here, I wouldn't have had nothing to say about Oppenheimer. No way, because there's too many dots to make the connection. I don't know. Am I the only one for saying that? I mean, why would you? I mean, but at the same time, he has a right to say what he wants. I mean, he's a native of Puerto Rico, right? He can do whatever he damn well. Obviously, he proves he can do whatever the hell he wants, right? He got the money to, buy up half of Puerto Rico and just take it. So I guess he could just say, I guess I can do whatever I want. I'm going to go to Japan and just show people who unallow themselves. I don't care. Sell Prime on WWE. I don't give a damn. That movie was too boring. Forget what the subject matter was about. The race. Let's get the subject matter out the way. Let's talk about, Robert Downey Jr. I mean, you got Robert Downey Jr. there giving one of the best performances of his career. Pretty much shedding that whole I can only be Tony Stark thing now. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. proved it. He went back to that Charlie Chaplin level quality of acting, that Oscar level. He reminded us that's what Christopher Nolan did with that movie was nothing less than amazing. But it's subjective. He has the right to his opinion. If this dude is the kind of dude that only wants to see, he obviously probably only went because he thought there was about to be 10 nukes that was going to be dropped in the whole movie. Where's the explosions? Ooh, there was only like one explosion. Oh man, a test explosion. Oh man, you know what he really wanted to see? He probably wanted to see the actual D-Day bomb. He wanted to see that. He thought that's what the movie was going to be about. They're just talking. He's talking. Hey, it's not going to be for everybody. It's not that, but that wasn't even the whole point of the movie. You went in thinking that you was going to see an action movie about the first nuclear bomb. Dude. I mean, maybe you're just not a Christopher Nolan guy, but at the same time, look, I don't know. That's just, I don't know, man. With your history with Japan, I don't know if this was you the guy. I don't think you're the guy that should have been, I don't know. But at the same time, I'm not going to take away his right. This is not really, to me, that big of a story. But I just know a lot of Oppenheimer fans are like, what? But it is true for a lot of people who saw it. It was just boring. I don't like that. I understand. And I wouldn't care who said the exact same combination of words. But Logan Paul, with your history with Japan, like, shut. Unless you were just trying to do the shock jock thing again. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think about Logan Paul's comments about Oppenheimer. Was it a diss? Or was maybe he's just not a Nolan fan. Maybe he's just, anything that's related to Japan, he just likes to bring it up. I don't know why. I wouldn't want to bring up anything that would even remind anybody of that. Because I'm sorry. Maybe I'm the only one. But for some weird reason, that was the first thing that popped into my head. Why are you bringing up stuff about Japan again? I don't think that's pretty smart, Logan. Let me comment below and let me know what you guys think. All right. Let me move on. So I found out that Billions, a couple of days ago, Billions was back. This is the final season. and I caught episode 1. And you know what? I gotta say, it was just a bunch of talking. Boring. No, it wasn't boring. It was just talking. Man, all they did was just talking. It was just no explosions. I was excited because my boy Axe is back, baby. And I knew it. But the second I started watching this episode, 5 minutes in, I'm like, you know what they're going to do at the end of this episode? I'm waiting for Axe. Where is he at? When is he coming back? Because he's got to take down, what's the boy's name? Dude, I just having a brain fart right now. The bald-headed dude right there. Got to take him down. He took his company away from Axe. It's payback time, baby. But watching this episode, I'm like, Axe ain't coming till the last 3 minutes of this episode. We're gonna, because they splashed him on the thumbnail as if he was like 5 minutes in that we were gonna see him. I was like, no, I know how Billions works. They're gonna show Axelrod the last 5 minutes. They're gonna find him at the very last minute. This is exactly what happened. It was the buildup of this presidential run. They're building up the new owner of the company, of Axe's company, as a Trump-ish type of a person, or worse than Trump, richer than Trump, smarter than Trump, more capable than Trump kind of a thing, is what I'm getting from it. More dangerous than Trump, the kind of person where you thought, what if Trump could push the nuke button? Like, this guy will push the nuke button kind of a thing. This is the message that is leading up towards the election. If you care about any of that stuff, it was when people forced. It was obvious what they were really trying to say. We got to stop this guy. Where's Hillary? Hillary, stop. Like, no, you might win. And the Axelrod is back to be the savior. They're gonna have this Avengers team up to take this company back from this other billionaire. So one billionaire is now the anti-hero to take down this other billionaire who's just is worse. So I don't know. It's a revenge tale, I guess. I only saw episode 1, but it was good build up. So everybody's on edge, everybody's pissed off, and now this team up of a-holes are coming back to destroy the greatest a-hole of them all. And I was looking forward to seeing my boy Axelrod come back. And I know it's like 5 minutes in, I'm like, they're not going to show him until the last 2 minutes of this episode. And that's exactly what he did. He just pops up, hey, I'm here. So obviously in episode 2, which is already out, I haven't caught up to it yet, is where it's really going to get crazy. So my question is this. Isn't he barred or banned from coming back to the States? Can he get that cleared up? Like, if he goes back to America, will he be arrested? And I'm assuming he's got to team up with his boy, the former Attorney General of New York, who's also in hot water, to try to clear his charges. Because if to take down this greater threat, so this is an Avengers Assemble type of season. It's kind of weird, funny at the same time, but I was like, it's fun. But as long as my boy Axelrod is back, I love him. So I can't wait to see the next episode. I saw this, so I enjoyed it, and I don't really have much to say about it. I just thought it was pretty neat. Question for you guys. I was thinking about making Tuesdays, because I make Mondays the box office premiere results. I make Thursdays, Throwback Thursdays, and I make Fridays the prediction. Well, Throwback Thursdays where we talk about movies from 20 and 10 years ago, and Fridays about predicting the box office result. So what's Tuesday and Wednesday? I was thinking about either making it all TV talk, but I talk about TV throughout the week, just depending on what I've seen. So then I thought of, what about TikTok talk? Tuesday's TikTok Tuesday. Yes, there you go. TikTok Tuesday. Let me know what you guys think about that. Is that a good idea? TikTok Tuesdays. Let me know what you think about that. And before I go, let's see if there's any news, anything happening in the chat right here. No, nobody's in the live chat. I don't think so, unless it's not working. Let me double check before I go, because if there's nothing happening, and I gotta holler at y'all, man. I gotta go. Let me see. Let me make sure. Is it playing? Uh-oh. Come on, man. There we go. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it's all good. I'm all alone. It's all good. I'll give myself a like. It's all good. You guys can catch it. You guys are still getting used to doing the rundown on a day-to-day basis, but we'll get into the mix. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. That's the show. I appreciate you guys for catching this episode of the rundown on a Tuesday. Let me know what you guys think about any of the topics that I talk about. Share your thoughts, your theories, your comments. Your conspiracy theories or your lists of anything you want me to run down, any headlines you want me to talk about tomorrow, hit me up, man, at Chris W. Fagan on all socials or at T3 Media Studios on all socials as well, and holla at me. So guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have a guest with me or not. I may not, but but we'll see you tomorrow. And until next time, guys, peace. Have a good one. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like, and comment your thoughts on this topic or any topics that you think that we should talk about in upcoming videos. Also, you can follow us at T3 Medias on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and we also have a T3 Media Studios podcast where we post our movie reviews and episodes of The Rundown. Till next time, guys.